Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Brisbane by Night Hellfire. When we last left off our coterie, they were scattered everywhere. The separate members had gone about their different businesses trying to reconcile the situation that they'd found themselves in with an orphan kindred. Clayton's mortal son, John, who had been transformed only a few days ago. Such a new fledgling. Not even just to the city, just to the life of being a kindred, if you could really call that living. But it is such that we re-enter the lives and times of these kindred with a zoom in on our favorite Nosferatu, Lucy, guiding John towards Elysium. Lucy, given Elysium's position in a more busy part of town, you're sure to take your time in moving through the streets and everything else, especially with John in tow. Is there anything you'd like to say to him whilst you're in transit on foot?
Yes. John, I'm... Sorry. John, I'm going to give you the best advice I can. You're going to get taught a lot by the guy that, you're going to, though.
Do tell.
Okay, the big rule is nobody can find out about us. If they do, you die, and everybody that learns about you dies.
Yeah, I guess that's why Dad kept harping on about me never telling Melly. I mean, not that I would anyway, but I guess that makes more sense now.
Yeah. You're going to learn there is actual a set of rules that are kind of like commandments. But the big ones that I'm telling you right now is to keep you surviving until you learn. You want to keep your hunger under control. Never let yourself get too hungry, because if you do, you'll lose yourself. You won't be able to stop.
Yeah, I've run into that.
And the last big one is respect your elders. Show as much respect as you can, because that's very important. And pretty much everybody's going to be your elder.
Yeah, I figured given the way who was she? The short.
So there's a whole hierarchy, and she's pretty much acting as the top right now.
Ew.
She's one of, if not the most powerful in the city right now. The man you're going to see tonight is kind of like our version of a cop. He has the ability to investigate and even take out people that are guilty. Most of the time they bring them before the higher ups and they decide what to do with them. That's probably what you're going to be assisting with. People like me and you are strong. He'll probably teach you how to fight.
I mean, I know a thing or two about throwing a punch.
Fighting like a human, fighting like us isn't the same. You're going to learn that that brick wall over there can have a bad day if you really want it to.
I did kind of learn that, though. Yeah. I first night after I woke up, I punched a hole in a brick wall.
You can get stronger than that.
There's more.
I may not look it, but I can actually tear people and things apart with my bare hands.
Well, that ain't terrifying at all. Hmm.
Keep in mind, we're monsters. We just try to anchor ourselves and stay as human as possible. We'll learn about that too. You're going to have to find ways to remind yourself.
Because he doesn't really hasn't had the time to form touchstones yet. So
Yeah. But everybody that you're probably going to meet where you're going, think of them. They literally call it the court. They're royalty. When I say respect is important, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. If you are introduced by titles, try to remember them. It's not going to be easy, it's a lot to throw at you, but it's up to you to survive. I'm sorry I can't help you more.
I mean, you've given me what you can, and I'm grateful for that.
If you have,
Oh boy.
if you get off time and you come to see Clayton, I can help you more. But I don't know how much free time you're going to have. The sheriff.
Yeah, you're right. I have no idea. And it is about that time that you reach the ballroom. The doors are closed currently. But the ballroom, where on the other side you can hear Elysium happening.
This is as far as I can go. Do you have any questions before I leave?
I mean a lot, but I won't keep you. I'll just have to ask, I guess. And you'll see that from the other direction, someone does indeed approach. Two individuals, in fact.
Do I see them coming?
You do.
Who are they?
It is the Scourge, Mr. Nazir Al-Qadira.
Oh, he's a scourge. I
Malkavian
told him he was
Primogen.
a sheriff. I'm sorry. That was my mistake. I would have used the correct terminology.
Yeah, that's fine. I got what you were dropping.
Same difference, just add executioner.
Yeah.
And who? It was the scourge and who?
The Malkavian Primogen.
I'm going to obfuscate away before they see me if I can. Because I was told not to be seen. Unless they look like they want us, if they've already seen me.
No, that's actually a good thing. Go ahead and make me... You'll need to You'll need to unseen passage this one. Because obviously you'll need to move whilst invisible. Silence of Death isn't going to cut it because obviously it doesn't
Yeah.
make you invisible in a it doesn't make you not visible in a very clear hallway.
Yep. All right. I will unseen passage. And I will activate Silence of Death and try to basically tuck into the side and like not be seen as they're coming up. I don't want to risk being seen at all, like even if, because I'm pretty sure Malkavians can look through that shit.
They can, yes. They do possess all specs as an in-clan discipline.
And plus, I'd probably try to eavesdrop a little bit to be able to tell Clayton what's going on.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make me a Wits Obfuscate, please.
Wits obfuscate. Do it. Modifier. Not going to be my best roll.
No, that's a crit on 6, brother.
That's not mine.
Oh.
No, that's Nazir's.
Oh, Nazir.
Because Nazir does have all the specs.
I thought it was with stealth for going through Auspex powers.
No, it's Wits Obfuscate. If you're using Obfuscate to do it.
Too bad stealth
Okay.
doesn't go into it too.
It does if stealth comes into the equation if like there's more places to hide and you're not just trying to stalk off using unseen passage. Obfuscate's a little bit of a weird one in that sense. The dice rolls change. But Wits Obfuscate is the base roll. Okay. You seem to get away fine. You're
Okay.
not sure if you were seen or not, but they don't seem to react to you. But Nazir starts talking with John, and you hear mention of, Selena told me that I was expecting a new lick and all of that. If you'd like to eavesdrop whilst they're still there, you may go ahead and make me a wits awareness. And if you've got like heightened senses or whatever, you can pop it and add that too.
I don't think I have heightened senses.
Then it'll just be a wits awareness.
Oh. That'll do.
Oh yeah, that will certainly do.
My own crit.
Yeah, so you got 6. Lucy, you hear the entirety of that conversation. It's basically just John introducing himself, Nazir introducing himself, Nazir kind of giving him the rundown of like, right, here's what's about to happen. Don't speak unless you're spoken to, kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to the pair of them go to, plus John go to enter Elysium. But you see the Malkavian Primogen stop. And you see her slowly turn in your direction. It's as if she's staring at you. You go ahead.
I'll go. I was about to say, I'll just kind of tilt my head to the side, watching. And if she doesn't say anything, I'll turn and I'll make my way out.
Yeah, she just raises a finger to her lips wordlessly before lowering it and entering into the room. Kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because obviously you get no facial features, it's just that full Venetian mask.
Mm-hmm. I'll make my way back. I'll text Clayton on the way saying delivery was successful.
Okay. And indeed it was. As you make your way back, roll a high or low for me. A high or low, rather.
Low.
Low it is. Alright, you make it back to the two SafeNet towers without any incident.
Hooray!
And as you get into the tower, there is a certain level of security that is provided by being in a place that you know is under the control of someone you can at least mostly trust. But now, we're going to cut over. Judge.
Yes. Oh no.
You make your way to the nest of the darling songbird that is your sire. Have you healed those wings of yours?
I have not. I've been using blood for other things.
That you have. You enter the apartment, the penthouse apartment, and she's happy to see you to begin with. She moves in and oh, hello, Judge. How are you? And then her eyes fall on those wings.
Ah, good evening. These are kind of new additions.
I can clearly see that. Where did you get them?
Kind of a bit of a story, but I was coming to update you on that anyway. Let's
Then
see.
by all means proceed. She seems a lot more intense about this than she normally would be.
Kind of notices that. You all right there?
Depending on how you answer my next questions and what you tell me, perhaps not.
Oh boy. Okay. To kind of run it short, me and Ashton ended up having a bit of a job to help the Hakata out with. And by the time we went to some sort of cave location, Judge would remember the location. I don't out of character. It's been a few sessions.
Yeah, yeah,
But
no,
anyway,
you went to the Furkai, in the cavern.
yeah. As we were conducting an investigation there, kind of found out that it was a very large location of definitely seems like a cultish, graffiti on the walls. As we went a bit further, though, we did find a rod that was definitely a bit disturbing. Um, if I remember correctly, it was housing a bunch of spirits. Definitely more Ashton's purview than mine. Did come to the conclusion that if it was moved, it would rip a hole that would not have been good for the city. Um, After touching that rod, though, like, we were going to attempt to try to move it. Um, that's how I kind of got this. Well, these, and the wings blink at her.
The souls coming from the Furkai awakened your blood. I'd hoped that you'd been spared that, but I suppose not. Hmm. You see her still kind of just
You
raise a hand to her chin.
awakened in the blood. You have wings?
And you see her beckon for you to step outside. To follow her outside, rather. Onto the
Oh,
thing by the pool.
I'd do so. This entire altercation has kind of been a surprise to me.
Oh, I bet.
But yes, as I'm following her, we also found a strange man inside Crystal.
A man inside Crystal.
Yeah, he was torpored. Couldn't find out much about him. He's currently tied up in Clayton's closet, though, so he shouldn't be a problem. Kind of hand waving that thought. But there was a
And
bit. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
While we were down there investigating, though, we did run into King of the Sabbat and the occultist of the hunters. It wasn't a good situation. Honestly, it was pretty terrible. The occultist got eaten.
That
But
is surprising. You can also tell that there seems to be something rippling under Estelle's back. And she has undone and removed her shirt.
Oh my. Huh. Judge would definitely be focusing.
The fact that you ran into both of these maligned forces at once is interesting, but I want you to watch what happens next. And you would see that from her shoulders, wings. Massive, white, feathery wings covered in eyes, just like yours, but much bigger. Like, we're talking the proper 14, 15-foot wingspan required to have someone of her size be able to fly.
Oh. Oh my. Dear Lord above. Well, this is one hell of a surprise. Him rubbing his eyes, which are still heightened by the way.
You can't not see it. Your sight is heightened. You can't look away no matter how much you want to.
Judge's brain just kind of melts down at this point. But fuck.
You have questions, my child. I would have you ask them.
Just kind of takes a moment to breathe in, because his brain just literally fried itself.
And you can see that she's, whilst you kind of recompose yourself, she's walking over to a box of things where she pulls out some bandages and she's beginning to wrap herself up to retain some sense of modesty.
Gorgeous. I didn't know you could do that. I thought that was only God, what do you call them? It's the meat sea thing? I think that's what they are.
Mastery over the flesh is indeed their signature, but they're not the only ones who can end up possessing it.
Oh, okay then.
It is a curse of my lineage in specific, and I had thought that you'd been spared. Clearly, I was wrong.
Strange things happen all the time. I'm not surprised. So does that mean you can
That I can
turn into how do I put it? How do they put it? Like monstrous form?
I have practiced with the art such that I do possess a war form. Yes.
Hmm. I see. So does that mean actually that's a question I never thought to ask actually. Who is your sire?
I don't actually know. I was raised by the courts of Paris.
Oh shit. Wait a minute.
Judge, you know
That was
someone else who was raised by the who trained in the courts of Paris.
Wait a minute. So you know Valentina? Or does Valentina know you? Would she know you?
There is a possibility, but I am aware of Valentina Visage, yes.
Oh God. I mean,
when I was in the courts of Paris, she was but a young lick.
but the way she talks to everyone there was so catty.
Oh yes, the courts of Paris are a cutthroat place. You would be just as likely to see them fawning over a pair of mortals having sex in front of them as you would be to hear them jeering as they literally execute someone by guillotine.
God.
The harpy there had a bit of a thing for Marie Antoinette. Let's put it that way.
That implies things that I do not like to think in my head.
You learn one of the many monstrous natures of kindred. Monstrous of body, monstrous of soul, but monstrous of mind also.
Mm. The fact that you're honestly so peaceful in the middle of all of that is kind of impressive, in all honesty. Because I feel like a lot of people would be soured by the experience.
It's because I unburdened myself from their earthly concerns.
Honestly, I think figuring out how to do that would solve a lot of my problems. My problems is I'm gonna be honest here. It kind of shows. I'm kind of a little bit too nosy when it comes down to certain things. And I feel like if I just didn't, my life would be much smoother. And I probably wouldn't be in the situations I get myself into. I kind of have a problem about caring about certain things too much.
That is our curse. Burning, bleeding empathy for others. You feel their pain and you want to help them. That same thing is what led me to you, inevitably.
Oh, he does. He did not say that out loud.
Sure, he didn't.
Was um God, my heart. I kind of had an extreme feeling of that earlier tonight. So the Seneschal is definitely not a nice individual.
No. She, my dear child, is a monster beyond reckoning.
Yeah, she put someone through so much mental torture that I felt it. Uh, that sword kind of just
It hurt,
it,
probably like nothing you've ever felt before.
yeah, because every fiber of my being wanted to help him in that situation, but currently my blood situation wouldn't allow me. But I was able to have Skye do it for me, which helped the pain at least a little bit. But the kid was
Really?
definitely still traumatized.
Interesting.
I was
Judge.
kind of pissed off.
It is interesting. It's rare to see those with those kinds of arts outside of our clan, but Judge, I want you to make no mistake. And she like walks up and she stares into your eyes. The Seneschal? When I say that she is a monster beyond reckoning, I do truly mean it. She is a creature beyond the ken of even regular kindred, no matter how powerful.
Oh.
A vengeful god of blood. You understand?
Understood.
I'm glad that you do. The fact that she is so docile currently serves you to great benefit, for if she truly wanted you gone, she would blink, and that would be that.
How would one contend with the likes of her then?
You don't contend with a being like that. You survive a being like that. Let me show you what I mean. Judge!
Alright.
I am gonna need you to make me... Actually, let me check your dots real quick.
What you got for me, big boy? I think I can take it.
Even though you don't have that, I'll have it work like that. I'd like you to make me a resolve Auspex.
Oh boy. Okay. Resolve. Am I able to rouse the blood for this?
Yeah, you may.
Alrighty.
The amount of blood that Judge spends is wild.
Yeah, but you
Yes,
also
it
don't
is.
get to talk. Mister, I failed 2 frenzy checks in the same night.
God. I'm not dead yet, so it's a plus.
Clayton was just having a very bad day.
Yes, a very bad, no good day.
Well, damn. I'm going to re-roll that.
Sure, you may spend willpower.
Da-da-da-da. 3. Damn.
11 dice and you get 3 successes. I know how that feels. I know how that
God
feels. But it's fine. That's enough.
Yesterday's dice?
My fucking dice,
Question
bro.
mark?
Shut the fuck
My dice. Let's get the fucking streak, I swear.
Yeah. But Judge, you... She places a hand on your shoulder and your vision begins to shift to something different. It's the vision of a different city. European in nature, like from what you can tell, the architecture quite old. There's
Oh.
no modernity about it.
Where is this? Are there? Is there anything
Go on.
like of
You
note?
might be able to identify.
Yeah.
I'll have you make a roll of intelligence and one of either... I'll say academics, craft, or resolve.
You know what? I'm a crafty boy. I'll do intelligence craft. Why not? Oh, hey. Wait. Well, damn. Yeah, 5 so far.
Okay. 5 is certainly enough. You've actually done a little bit of reading on this architecture. It's Prague? At least it kind of looks like Prague, or maybe it's Venice. It's somewhere in that like Central Europe area.
Okay.
And you see a shadow walking through the streets. Mortals. Well, you could tell are mortals, regular people, bleeding out and dropping to the ground as their blood en masse mystically leaves their body and swirls around the shadowy figure.
Oh.
The figure is gorging.
Oh, what the fuck?
And your sight seems to move to someone, or at least to a view of standing in front of this shadow. Me?
Bless you.
Pardon me again. As your view moves, the shadow seems to stop walking. It tilts its head. And the black splits in this malicious, twisted grin full of fangs and malice. And just like that, you snap back to reality.
Judge has a disturbed look on his face. That was horrifying.
She is horrifying.
She was just gorging on that. So I know I'm supposed to like expect things like this but from her stature, you definitely would not expect it from her. I'm kind of sick.
She is a monster beyond reckoning.
Yeah. I get what you mean by just survive it now. Because what the actual fuck?
She is horrifying.
Yeah. It concerns me that that brings on more concerns. It really does. So I kind of have a few issues that I probably should at least tell someone about, but I don't think it would be best to tell my coterie about. Um, so do you remember the question I kind of asked a couple nights ago?
Regarding. You ask a number of questions, Judge. That isn't a bad thing.
Apologies. Soul Stealers and the clan history on that. So that's kind of collided into the Sabat situation. So I was doing a bit of some reconnaissance on the four Sabat members, and I was gonna do a bit of reconnaissance on their leader, Queen. Well, that didn't really pan out well because Jack kind of had control over Queen's mind space, or whatever the hell you call it at that point. And we kind of had a conversation, and Judge is gonna kind of take a second to like look around and use see unseen to see if there's any supernatural bullshittery around.
The only supernatural bullshittery I won't even have you roll. The only supernatural bullshittery in front of you right now is Estelle.
Okay, thank God. So yeah, Jack kind of threatened that he'd be kind of watching me, but I kind of sensed that was a bit of some bullshit because he was talking about potentially making my head explode or some shit like that. Back to the main problem though. They've kind of roped me into definitely dealing with the first problem that I can't say. Finding and dealing with that problem.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Now, why would they care?
King kind of mentioned something. King's definitely not happy with the way their group is handling things currently. King kind of has an inkling that they're being controlled by something or someone.
Is that so?
Yeah. When I was first kind of spying in on their first group meeting, he definitely seemed pissed at the entire situation and didn't really want to be there. Then he kind of grumbled about it when me and Ashton were dealing with the occultist that he ate. By the way, the occultist is apparently alive. Got that bit of juicy information from the Archfey on top of the mountain.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think his name went by. Hmm. Oh God, where did I put this? Where did I put his name? Not it. Alnorn. That's his name. He kind of got along well with Valentina. They both were very catty towards each other.
You mean the thing that resides at the top of the mountain?
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
We've kind of agreed to help him out if they, Cirbata or whoever goes to fuck off with his mountain. So yeah, now we're kind of like roped into that if that ever happens. He wasn't too much worried about that though. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of supernatural stuff going on. I kind of knew that after vampires were a thing, that kind of opened up a can of worms. But dealing with all this is, not gonna lie, it's a headache. I'm kind of surprised people continuously deal with this.
It's been a lot more recently.
Yeah, because like 2/3 of the coteries kind of been a chew toy of sorts with a werewolf. Uh, yeah, that's also a thing. I've had to make incendiary ammo due to all this shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, so lots kind of been going on. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of out of practice. Would you mind doing a bit of a sparring session with me?
I suppose I would be down to do such a thing.
Wonderful. Because I definitely need something to get my mind off of this entire web of clusterfucks.
The city going to hell in a handbasket, and the handbasket is on fire. Yes.
Yeah. And Judge would kind of at least get ready to like start sparring. I guess the major question would be, in case we can't unfuck the city, what would be our plan B?
Oh, we'll be leaving.
Okay. Cause don't get me wrong, I'm gonna do my best to, like everyone else, to try to unfuck the city, but yeah, it's definitely burning at an alarming rate.
Indeed it is.
And kind of with that, you're just gonna take a decent portion of the night just like training with Estelle and honestly just taking a breather. Cause yeah, he has plans to throw himself into the fray of reconnaissance later, but yeah.
Okay. I think that works just fine. And we'll leave that there for a moment, as we're gonna go on a quick break. And once we come back, we're gonna get into Skye renegotiating with Vulcan. We're gonna get into Ashton talking with Malleus. And we're gonna get into what's gonna happen to Clayton this evening. Stay tuned, everyone. Welcome back, everyone, to Brisbane by Night Hellfire. And now going to skip over to our favorite gangrel as she goes to renegotiate terms with the armor of Vulcan. Skye, you approach, do the entire handshake of confirming your identity and everyone else, and he lets you into the transaction room where you spoke with him last. As he sits, you can tell that he's raising a brow at you under his mask. So did you get what I asked for?
An attempt was made, and I don't think you're going to get it. What do you know about this junk guy?
Less than I'd like, truth be told.
It might interest you to know he's not one of us. You, my friend, made a deal with a werewolf.
You could tell that he was about to say, well, I deal with mortals all the time, but as soon as you say werewolf, he stops. You mean to tell me that I got stiffed by a lupine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and a friend of mine took a pretty hefty beating for it too. She worse than me.
Well, if it was a lupine, then... Well, this complicates things. I would assume then that you want to renegotiate payment.
Would like to, yeah.
I usually don't do such things, but I'll let it slide on the account of, fucking lupine.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say that. It'd take way too much prep time to go in there and go after him again, and that's time we don't have.
Alright. Then, and out comes the jar.
Taking your wanting mine?
Yep.
How much?
Not a lot. Just stick your hand in.
She'll stick her hand in.
Make a rouse check for me.
$5 says it's a fail. Yep.
Cool, I'll take that $5, thank you. You slide your hand in, and there is a kashunk, and you feel something pierce through your hand. It's kind of painful, you know, having something driven through your hand like that, but
Yeah?
it keeps your hand pinned as you exsanguinate a rouse check's worth of blood into the jar. And then the thing releases, and you're able to remove your hand. Then the wound is basically already healed by the time.
Yeah.
You pull it back out, so. Right. That'll do for something as simple as this. Give me a moment and I'll have what it is that you're looking for. And you see
Alright.
him walk off back into the workshop. He's clearly going and getting some things. And eventually, out he comes with some pistol rounds, some silver-plated shotgun slugs, and, of course, those brass knuckles.
She's just looking them over as he sets them down.
They are. You know what? Go ahead and make me an intelligence craft.
Sure. Sure,
It's
I'll
all on one dice.
give you that. One die.
They look good. Well made. You don't see any. Doesn't look flimsy to you.
Much appreciated. Hopefully these things do the trick.
Hopefully they do. Now, gather your things and get out of here. Weapons are up in 90 seconds, by the way. If you're still in the perimeter by that time, they will open fire.
It'd almost be worth the challenge. Almost.
It's really not.
Gotta be more than willing to do a job for you later on if anything else comes up. Just no more lupine. And she'll start making her way out.
Yeah, I agree with the no more lupine bit. Now, while I go and quickly get this food, as you leave, make a high or low.
High clan high. He says this and then he walks away.
Do 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 do.
If it wasn't for the fact this is being streamed, I have a soundboard for this.
Well,
However,
that gives us
I'm
a
being
chance to
nice.
talk to chat. Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Hi,
I would
chat.
not
Hi,
have
Chat,
given
you're
that
gorgeous.
man blood. I would have filled that jar with his blood because he sent us after a damn vampire.
You mean
Or not a
werewolf?
vampire, a werewolf. No, technically he did send us after a vampire. It turned out to be a werewolf. He breached the contract first. That son of a bitch owes us.
Vampires we can handle.
As if we're not dealing with enough already.
Alright. Come here. Come here.
Toba,
Yeah, it's Toba.
baby.
Woo 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 woo.
Toba. Come on. You want a root?
It would be good if I wanted to talk to chat if I could see chat.
Yeah. That would be helpful to talk to chat.
I don't know. Aurora.
There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, we were trying to get her to root for everyone. Yeah, well, problem with that, this one don't like us. He made that very fucking clear.
We did not do a very good job of persuading him. Nope.
The problem in this, Wolf, is we're the wishbone.
Yeah. we're the chew toy.
Ka-chunk.
And in Lucy's case, quite literally. Almost.
I'm glad it was me that took the hit and not you.
I'm only one health box below you.
Oh, you got fortitude too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank. Okay.
I think everyone in this bitch has fortitude.
Santos, I didn't give a chance to give it enough scritches. I tried to strike with 1,000 cuts, which would have given it plenty. No, it decided to blink into my face.
Commodore Zed, thank you so much for the raid.
Mhm.
Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, I think the stream
Yes,
paused,
ask me for a high or low, then walk away.
I should have just said roll a d10s, my bad.
High clan high. Coffee your bots down.
Yep, I know. I saw that. But yeah, Commodore Zed, thank you so much for the raid. What are y'all doing?
But yes. Apologies about that. Alright, Raven. You managed to make it out of there with not too much incident. I'd like you to make me a d10, please. Damn it. Alright.
Wait, why damn it? What
'Cause
did
I
you
want to
have
do
in
something.
He's having everybody roll. He's got some bullshit he wants to spring on us because he's an asshole.
No, you
CJ
should know
gets it.
my... See, you should know better by now. My chaos dice don't like you.
No, let's be honest. Everything that happens in this game that's bad happens to Clayton, and it's going to again tonight.
dare you assume?
Yeah.
Well-
Wait, you're not supposed
Well,
to
he knows
agree
who to
yet.
call.
Statistically, that is how it's panned out currently.
I mean,
Yep.
Clayton is just the most unlucky bitch.
Can you fault him for being right?
Clayton is very unlucky. He has had some very, very
Mhm.
bad days.
He has.
That is the way
Yes.
to say it. Come on.
It is. And you should be glad you're not an aggravated willpower damage over it.
No, I have plenty of willpower.
So, Skye, you managed to get away from Vulcan's forge, we'll call it, in time. And everything seems quiet this evening. What is it that you would like to do next?
Well, first she's gonna send Lucy a message going, "Hey, I got a gift for you."
Lucy's gonna send back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Where can we meet?
Where do you want to meet?
I'm at home, but I can come out.
I'll just meet you over there. I'm on my way.
Okay. Smiley.
Because Blitz hasn't gotten back to her yet. What do you want?
I want my brass knuckle.
Not you.
That's funny.
I say that and then he vanishes. What the fuck, cat?
Alright. I'll have something planned for that in a little bit. We're gonna switch over now. To grab this one. Ashton.
Yes.
Ashton, you decided to meet up with Malleus this evening, and upon reaching the entry to the Chantry, you do easily make your way in and to the office deeper within. No resistance, and of course it is eerily quiet down here. Thoughts are going through your mind.
Well, the first one is I'm tempted to pop my special vision, although I am afraid that if I do, I'm going to be overwhelmed by the amount of death that I see here. As what happened here was extremely violent. And there's a likelihood that such deaths wouldn't create just normal spirits. No, when death is violent and merciless and cruel, it often results in the type of spirit that can hurt those like me and my friends and my allies. And while that is oh so tragic, it also fascinates me that in a single night so many were lost. In the blink of an eye, a madness from some otherworldly source know what that source is now. I felt it try to tug at me, but I doubt it was anywhere near as powerful as the puppeteer that pulled the strings during the massacre. There are safety nets that we must start preparing so that things like this don't happen again. And I'm hoping for every ounce of my holy body that someone will understand and agree with me. And that person is within these walls, hopefully.
And indeed, as you make your way up into the office, you will see, amidst a sea of open books and scrawlings on a whiteboard, many whiteboards in fact, there is Malleus pacing about.
Salutations, Elder. Hopefully I am not interrupting anything.
He kind of snap turns, but upon seeing that it's you, he kind of softens a little bit. Ah, Mr. Sacks. No, nothing of major import, mind you, just working.
What is on this whiteboard?
Why don't you go ahead and make an intelligence occult for me?
Do any of my specialties proc? Because I have a bazillion of them.
Blood will.
Would Kindred apply?
No, not in this specific case.
But blood would.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll rouse, because why not? That's... Whoa. Good thing this isn't for Oblivion.
Mm.
Intelligence is probably the next stat I will be raising. Is that enough?
5 successes. Okay.
I could willpower, but is that enough?
5 successes will give you a good idea of what's going on. I don't want to give you everything, but they give you a good idea.
Well, let me do one of these then.
7. Okay. So, what you see, there are multiple different things on these boards. The first is clearly blood sorcery, clearly a thaumaturgical ritual. Probably looks like a warding circle of some kind. Probably something a bit stronger in order to further guard the chantry. Everything else, though, you see mappings of various sites. You can see there is a map of the city where he's marked several points. And you can also see that there are multiple mentionings of a quote-unquote dark aura.
Do these points at all form the shape of a pentagram? Is it similar to the map that I have?
If you pull out the map and compare, you would see that the points that he's got, there aren't that many, are points on the map.
But I have the rest of it, is basically what I'm
You have the rest of it, yes.
deducing. Okay. Dark aura. Okay. Is there anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay. Well, I've come to you with perhaps 2 opportunities, and given one of your... And he looks over at the board with the points, perhaps a bit of assistance.
Go on.
Well, I can't help but notice it seems like you might be marking down Furkai. Would that be correct?
Yes, that would be correct.
Okay, so and he reaches in to his inside pocket of his coat and he will pull out the map and present it to him. Still like rolled up. He's probably got like a new tie on it and everything. He wants to keep it neat.
A map. This is... Where did you acquire this? This is written on vellum.
Let's say that I have garnered the attention of some folks that don't like what's going on. And this was offered as a point of assistance. Something much older than both of us.
Hmm. You can have him roll a thing.
Alright.
Gotta scroll up because there are a lot of people in a lot of characters. More than you could see, at least.
He's up near the top on my end. He's probably not for you.
Nowhere near.
Oh wow, I about have the same pull as he does. That's insane.
Did you go to the mountain?
Yeah, I wanted to get a different sort of perspective on a few things. Wanted to see what was going on with the people going missing and use that as an opportunity to perhaps garner us some help of a more creative kind. imaginative, I guess would be the better word.
I see. You spoke with the creature.
It was quite kind. They were quite kind. A bit sassy, but kind.
And you said they provided you this map.
Yes. Given that they've been in the city for as long as they have, I suppose they would probably know better than anyone.
Hmm.
But I, along with this map, though, there's a particular point here, and he's gonna kind of go towards the, he's gonna point at the particular one that they went and saw with, like, the staff and all that. He's gonna point to it. The adversaries were using this as a point to tear into the veil. Seems that they are quite aware of the Furkai themselves. In fact, there's so much there that there was a tornado of souls. And crystal that seemed to be made of... I don't know what to call it. It was cold and felt like death. But peaceful, but death. I was going to try to acquire the staff, but it seemed that it was the only thing anchoring everything in place, and removing that, well, would kill everyone, and I'm not one to want to be responsible for multiple thousands and thousands of deaths, so I left it there like I should have. But, I was wondering, my particular set of skills don't... We can use Furkai, but we can't drain them like those of your ilk can, and I was wondering if perhaps if you would think it would be a great idea to maybe start draining the power from some of these Furkai so that further veils couldn't be ripped in twain. Or at least some of the stronger ones.
Draining the Furkai would be a exercise in futility where we are. However, you said a staff. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah! And you see him grab a very old tome off the shelf. He slides it out and he starts flicking through it. Did it look like this? And he's going to show you a picture that is like a drawing that is very eerily similar to the basis of what you saw in the cave.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
This is not good. This is not good at all.
No. And I don't know anyone who can knit the veil back together, which is why I was hoping perhaps, I don't know if you can train it, and then maybe someone can, well, I haven't asked the head of that group yet, though I don't know if he would want to be bothered with such a thing. It was another thing. The Giovanni seemed pretty keen on helping us with this issue. They came to me for assistance and were even saying that they'd want to write a treaty after everything is said and done. If a prince were to take Praxis, perhaps, you
Of
know,
course they do. That would benefit them to do so. Bloody
given our
annoyance.
given our current circumstance, though, I do believe that would benefit us as well.
The thing is that they are far too out of their depth to help us with something like this.
Which is probably why
see-
they came to me in the first place.
Yes, and what you ran into when you saw that tap on the Furcus was magic. Not thaumaturgy like I perform. Not the rituals of oblivion that come with the likes of you and the Hecata. No, I mean true, unrestrained magic.
They did call him an occultist. Perhaps that should have been my first clue. They didn't necessarily specify what kind.
Well, what this means is that really the only way to undo this damage is to either tap them ourselves, which I can do, or we find another mage who is willing and able to undo the magic that was done.
Both of those do not seem like best case scenarios.
We're not in a best case scenario.
No. No, we are not.
So
there
what
an
do we do?
option? I was gonna say, is there an option of the two that you would prefer? And I can do my best to try to assist.
I don't have the materials to go tapping this many Furkai. And with the rest of my clan basically decimated, I don't really have a way of sending someone else to do it either. They're busy
Really?
warding critical infrastructure against further incursion.
It really only leaves us with the one option, although I'm not sure how many mages are within this city.
Yeah.
I did witness the one who opened everything be devoured. Seems like his group and his master leader have some sort of hold on the Sabbat, and, well, the bruiser of that group does not seem very happy with that circumstance. Given his expertise, though, I would not believe that a man like him would stay dead very long, given what he did to the Veil.
There is another option.
What would that be?
If that place still is as it is, then depending on how he did things, the magic should have vanished, so if he died...
So there's a high likelihood that he's back. I mean, he said, a master of death. Hypothetically say that the magic is disappeared. What is this third option that you're speaking of?
We could... Magic isn't necessarily lost on death, but it is on destruction of what makes a mage able to do their magic. And there is a way to do that.
And how
He
would
would
you
have
go
to be
about that?
he would have to be embraced.
Given the extreme circumstances, I don't doubt that we could get a green light on that. But then the problem would still be knitting the veil back together, given how big of a hole there was. Unless you're saying that the hole would disappear with his magic.
Whatever's keeping it propped open would disappear, which means there would be a much easier time to strengthen.
What of the staff? Would it lose its power, or would it...
You would undo the ritual, so you'd be able to move it.
I was able to control the souls with the staff. I did attempt a few experiments while I was there. Although they did not seem very happy with such things, I did feel my own being gnawed at. Not of malice, but out of melancholy. It's hard to describe.
Spirits, Ashton, are more your thing. I couldn't say one way or another.
Never seen a collection quite so big before. Mine isn't even scratching the surface of how many there were there.
A large number, no doubt.
If I remember correctly, I like estimated like a couple thousand, right? Like,
Yep.
thousands talking, and that's without really getting an approximation, but it's definitely up there.
That
Maybe
is, in essence, very concerning. But go on, as you were saying.
Say we get this green light to embrace this man, who do you think should do it?
Anyone. It doesn't matter who. He would be dying directly afterwards.
Given our circumstances, I do think that that may be our only and should probably try to be our first option. So you stated you don't have the supplies, and well, we don't know anyone who can knit the void back together, so... Location, and I do know someone who could locate him for me. Like I said, then the issue was getting the green light from the sheriff to act on it. I want to keep the traditions intact, even with everything going on. Oh,
Let me handle the sheriff.
you would talk to him for me?
If it's of an import like this, he will listen.
And perhaps as a thanks, I have brought you something. Also, although you might not like the nature of it, I'd rather have it in your hands than in the hands of who it was in before. He's gonna procure like a sack. He's had it on him the entire time, but it was kind of tucked under his arm.
He raises a brow.
If you can, I would not touch this directly. Within this bag. He'll say this as like he hands it over. Lies something in this tome very similar to that of the nature of the thing. That sort of caused this mess. I figured if anyone could keep this safe, it would be you.
Well, let me see what it is that you have. And he opens the bag. He's not pulling anything out, but he opens the bag. He's like, where did you say that you found this?
In a vault. As much as I detest the man, I will not directly incriminate him for possessing this.
Right. Moment. Where did I put them? And he's looking through drawers and stuff. He's like, ah. You see him slip on a pair of gloves.
This
And what-
houses. Oh, sorry, go on.
And he puts on the pair of gloves and he reaches into the bag and pulls out the book. This is the fact that this exists is a grave concern.
Not only do I think that in your hands this would be safer, but due to your age and your prowess, I believe that you would also be the only one that I would trust. In the instance, perhaps, that we would need to weaponize this against its own kind. If it comes to that. You, like I, are curious. And I will not lie, I've done my fair share of mistakes while researching such topics. I would not take you for a person to do the same. Take it as a compliment that I've brought this to you.
Well, certainly, but this is an artifact of such immense danger that even I'm not to be trusted with such a thing.
My only fear is that if this is destroyed before we can peek into its contents, there might be something here that we can use. If we can resist the temptations, the contents of this tome might tell us some weaknesses of the creature that is attacking all of us.
Yes, but I don't think you quite know exactly the sort of danger that this book represents.
I've seen Apocalypse. I'd do anything to prevent the Armageddon that I saw befall our city.
Yes, but mistreatment of this artifact may very well simply cause it instead.
Which is why I brought it to someone with gentler hands than the man who possessed it before.
Tell me, Mr. Sacks, do you know what this is?
Know what inhabits it.
Do you truly?
I believe it is kin to whatever is destroying our city.
In a sense. This... The book itself is inconsequential, its contents, to what it is. This is a Maleficae Incarnum. It contains a spirit, an Apilu of immense strength. That said, Apilu is normally at the behest of something even darker. Something that if we were to mistreat this and accidentally release it, would spell the end for all of us. And you'll see that he pulls on one of the books and it opens to reveal a vault. I'm going to put this in here. You see that he unlocks the vault somehow. Some weird esoteric hand gestures. He puts the book into the vault and closes it. Before pulling off the gloves because you can see his hands are smoking.
Even through the gloves. I should have figured.
It provided some level of protection given that, and he holds up the glove, these are warded against such things, but that was quite strong. Although it's a lot better than if I just handled it with my bare hands.
Ashton looks down at his hands for a moment. I do wish that I had gloves the first time.
Yeah, it burned you real bad.
Yet I was able to stomach it somehow.
Barely. And
Even if we aren't able to garner anything from it, I do feel more comfortable with it in your hands than in the hands of who it was before.
I will need to inform the Seneschal about this.
And if she has And if she has questions, please direct her to me. Or, if in this case, it is to come to the Primogen who needs to do the questioning, I will also welcome her.
We'll see.
I try my best to be honest.
For now, let us work on what our next steps are. Come, maybe you and your map can help me with this. And he's gonna start using the map to transcribe the points onto his map.
And as he's transcribing the points, I'm going to be slowly drawing the pentagram.
All right.
Just so he notices it if he didn't before.
And as you do that, we're gonna leave that scene there. And we're gonna cut over to Clayton. Clayton, what is it that you're doing right now?
I've likely been spending most of my night making arrangements for Helena's funeral. Thing is, I'm the one who's the least occupied, aside from Millie. Still haven't heard from her. Still waiting on a call. Still trying to determine if I ought to call her first.
It doesn't seem that she's reached out at all, at least not yet.
Given what happened the other night to Patrick, what she might have saw, that concerns me. Perhaps I have to try her. Pull out my phone and dial her number.
Right? You try and dial her number. And you get voicemail.
It's me. Call me back, yeah? No, hang up the phone.
And as you finish that, you would have had to have wandered around to get some stuff prepared for this. It's then, after you get off the phone, that you catch a glimpse of a figure you recognize.
Which figure I
Someone you haven't seen in many a year. Medium height girl with brown skin and frizzy hair. and a wide, slightly disturbed look. You see... Unfortunately, I don't have her token because it expired. I'll have to grab it later. You see what looks to be... Is that... Wendigo?
I'm going to go catch up with her.
And as you move towards... She seems to disappear around the corner that she was hiding behind.
Wait. No, good. Running after.
And as you run after her, you see it's every time you get around the corner, you see her disappear around yet another corner.
God, I wish I was in better shape.
And as you chase, you get led to inevitably to a sewer grate that you can see that she's climbed down into and is climbing through. Like a manhole.
Yeah, I'll follow. Wait.
And as you follow, you don't manage to catch up with her. You manage to keep her in sight, but you don't manage to catch up with her. She always just seems that little bit out of reach. And she doesn't seem to turn around no matter what it is you do. And she seems
Wendigo,
to
it's me.
wander down to a left and then a right. And then she seems to disappear in another tunnel. But as you peek down either side, you see that she's gone.
I just call out, Wendy.
And you get no response. However, I would like you to make me a wits awareness.
Twice. Not my best pool. In fact, since it's not my best pool, I'm going to go ahead and browse. Get some extra dice in there.
But you're not getting any hungrier.
Christ alive! I'm spending.
You get a sense of willpower on that one, though?
Yes, I'm spending willpower. Because 2 is better than 0.
Especially since that would have been a best to your failure otherwise.
Right.
With 2 successes, it's not hard. As you're looking down each of the tunnels, you feel a immense figure coming up behind you. Not getting too close, but you can feel them coming up behind you.
I turn around slowly, so as not to startle them.
And as you turn around, you see I don't have a token for them either, but you see a massive hooded figure. He's like near double your height and about almost 3 times as wide. He's like 6 of you stacked in a 2x3 rectangle. Almost.
I don't think we've been introduced.
Who I am doesn't matter. But I know you.
Plenty do. Clayton Wellsworth.
I am known as King.
Ha.
And you would recognize that that name belongs to one of the Sabbat members.
Yes, I believe your call signs have all been shared with me. Was it you who
I'm
lured
sure
me
they
down
were.
here?
I must apologize for the sleight of hand. However, you would not, under any circumstance, agree to meet otherwise. We are enemies, you and I. Ideological opposites.
As I've heard.
Opposed on things that we would never reconcile.
So,
However,
pleasure.
there is a corrupting influence.
Even amongst your kind.
I no longer believe that the actions of my pack are their own.
A manipulator amongst them.
Worth a shared enemy.
Well, then if we share an enemy, I suppose that's the reason that you've pulled me down here then.
Insofar as to provide what information I have, nothing more.
In exchange of information.
You could call it that.
If you share what you know, I'll share what I know. And perhaps on our separate fronts, working towards the same goal. You do your way, I'll do mine.
We have a shared enemy, but not shared outcomes. This is due to the fact that said enemy has manipulated the rest of my pack to its own ends.
Would you consider them traitors?
In whatever remains of my mind, I cannot. Because I feel what they feel. I know what they know. But what they know, and what they see, and what they think they know, are different things. A carefully crafted delusion, woven through memory and sense in order to provide a vision of reality that is not the truth.
And somehow you were able to escape being manipulated to the same degree.
Yes.
Remarkable willpower.
To be as I am, one must be possessed of a nature unnatural even amongst the Cainite condition. So as the enemy of my enemy, I offer you this. The rest of my pack, Jack, Queen, and Ace, are currently working under delusion. Jack himself is but a vessel of a larger being and not present within this city.
Larger in what respect?
In essence, the being that we call Jack is a drone. A shell inhabited by someone else.
A possession of sorts.
More complicated, but you do not strike me as an occultist.
Sadly, that is a field that I am severely lacking in. I have colleagues who are far better at answering those sorts of questions for me, but
Yes. The Cyclops.
I imagine that means you're aware of the whole of my coterie.
I am aware of many things.
The creature that you suppose possesses Jack, do you have any idea as to its nature?
He is Cainite, like us, the actual member of our pack. He is simply using occult means to be in two places at once.
Ha.
But they are being manipulated by this child of Baal. A woman who goes by the alias Natasha.
Natasha. I was aware that such a creature was within the city, and that, speaking of it, that it being aware that anyone might be pursuing it might cause it to go to ground.
That is likely to happen sooner rather than later.
Then
You'll need to give it a reason not to leave. I know you are aware of its other allies. The abominable things that it created out of its knowledge of others.
I suppose that means the hunters are also being manipulated by this thing too.
To call them that is an insult to actual warriors.
Well, I suppose they call themselves that. Or Society of St. Leopold, or whatever else.
Huh. The Leopoldites are nothing but priests in cosplay attempting to be Templars, and nothing more.
Could be a real threat if left to their own devices.
Of the many horrors that exist in this world, Mr. Wellsworth, I am not afraid of the Catholic Church.
Nor am I a worshipper, so. Perhaps I
Then
don't
do
feel
not
like that,
Then do not speak of them with any sense of reverence. For something to make us feel fear, it must also gain respect out of that. And they are not worthy.
Still, something to be aware of. But
Draw her out by killing her minions. Unfortunately, this will also include the murder of my packmate Jack. He is the conduit for this deception. Remove him.
the rest will fall.
The rest of us will... I will not say that we will not continue to be a thorn in your side, but I will also will not say that we'll be serving that creature's ends any longer.
If not serving that creature's ends, what would there be left in Brisbane for you?
More than you might think. More than I'm sure you would realize. But that is a bridge you will cross if it comes up in your path.
These creatures that you talk about, the children of Baal, do you have any information as to, aside from dealing with Jack first and foremost. What more we can do to pin her down, this Natasha. The sooner we get a jump on
Put-
her.
Put pressure on her plans and the plans of her minions. Make her squirm. Force the worm into the light.
So far, you've offered this freely. Is there something you wish?
Not fail.
I don't plan to.
And if you do, make sure you have someone who will pick up the slack. Because I cannot watch this delusion go on any longer.
At least on that front, we're agreed. This child of Ball needs dealt with. For all of our sakes.
Then you understand the stakes with which you play.
I understand that this city is fragile. In more ways than one. But it is my home. And I will protect it. By all the means that I have.
That is admirable. Fare thee well, Clayton Wellsworth. The next time we cross paths, we will be enemies. And I will not hesitate, not even a moment. And you see him turn and trudge back down into the tunnel.
This meeting has been a pleasure, for what it's worth.
He doesn't answer you.
Didn't think so. But my dignitas demands it.
Indeed, and speaking of your dignitas, my, what a productive conversation that was.
Who's that?
What are you doing in my tunnels, Mr. Wellsworth? And if you look behind you, you see the twisted visage of the Nosferatu Primogen Twist.
I give him a slight bow. Primogen?
Come with me. You and I can have a little talk. And that's where we're going to end that scene there.
God
We
damn
have
it.
one more scene for this evening.
God damn it. What does Twist want? What does he want?
You'll find out.
now? I want to know now.
You'll
Too
find
bad.
out.
He's really a nice guy.
We're on good terms. The Primogen and I. We're not enemies.
Yet.
Yet.
I don't ever
Keyword.
plan to. I don't ever plan to have anyone know that I don't like them. Although, There's some that could read
Except
right
for-
through me anyway.
Except for the what's her tits.
Well, we all know that one.
We're going to end this evening with Skye and Lucy. Now, you two were going to meet up at the tower. However, under the circumstances of the arrangements, Allison needs to rush you out of the office, as there's going to be quite a number of mortals coming through in order to basically make sure that everything is shored up, and of course to go over the things for the funeral that's coming up. So she asks you to make yourself scarce.
Okay.
Alright, well, you know how to get a hold of us if you need us.
Of course. I'll let you know. And I am sorry, but this kind of needs to happen now, because if it doesn't, things just get really messy.
Yeah, no, we get it. Things are messy anyway.
And Guy, Lucy, there's probably a quiet place in a park nearby that you meet up to go over what it is that you've got.
Well, I had a talk with my, little friend. We're negotiating that payment because of, and she motioned up and down to Lucy's injuries. That.
I'm glad you didn't bring me with you. I probably would have wanted to hurt him.
Yeah, I need to meet that one alone. Fortunately, I think he would have had my head if I'd brought anyone. And that probably would have started a whole different war, and I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole.
No. But after we go over everything, I was going to try to heal, maybe go eat, but healing something this bad, sometimes I can get really hungry. I was wondering if you might be able to help me.
Of course.
I don't want you to don't try to stop me if I look like I'm going to hurt you. But don't try to fight me.
Well, now see, that's debatable. You might not be able to hurt me. You might
Well,
be able
if-
to pin you down before you do.
You can try, but if we actually had to go at it, we're going to do more damage than good to each other.
Mm-hmm. That's why I have a stake on me.
If you can do it.
I've got the speed and I've got the strength, so. But she's going to reach into her bag and pull out the brass knuckles. There you go.
Ooh.
As promised.
I'll
Silver
look
and
at 'em.
action pack punch.
These feel nice. Lucy will slip it onto her fingers. Much more
Okay.
sturdy than the chains that I had wrapped around my hand before.
Just remember, even with your strength, you could cause some damage to those.
Oh yeah.
Much less the damage you can cause with them.
I broke the last pair I had. They didn't have silver though.
Yeah, which is another reason why you need to watch it. Well, let's go get you fed up and healed, and maybe nab me something too.
Oh,
And
you
I'm
want to
going-
feed?
I'm going to attempt to heal first.
All right, go
What
on.
am I want aggravated. Huh? Okay. I go up to 3 hunger.
Damn.
Not bad. All right.
As long as I don't push myself, I don't feel like I'll lose control.
Yeah, you've got a bit of a long road ahead of you on that one.
Maybe Judge can help me sometime if he's fed up enough. I know he did when I was on fire earlier.
Yes, when you blew yourself up.
I didn't cause the. It wasn't fair. He was hiding a crossbow, and he shot it as I was jumping out the window. Who does that?
People like him, unfortunately.
Crazy.
Hunters can have many traps set up. That's why you need to be careful. That's why you need to keep an eye open.
Okay. So if we're hunting, I'll have you make your rolls. These ones are going to be quite difficult due to the circumstances.
Oh boy. High fevers. A little smile.
Look at this pretty face.
A little smile.
I guess am I starting off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you're
I
more
will
injured.
say to get food, it's going to be difficulty 7. If you get below that, difficulty 5 will still net you food, but it will also net complications.
Okay. What is I'm assuming Skye's helping me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be helping each other.
Yeah. What's going on in the domain that's causing the complications? Do I know?
It's a mixture of, because you guys have already gone through and fed this evening, but there also seems to just be an event going on in the city. So there's a lot of people about.
Okay,
That-
6.
Clayton being Clayton.
So I can
Hey,
want to
look,
willpower
it's-
that. I can get 3 dice. Come on, just give me 1. Oh!
Hey.
All right, let's see. That is 7. So yeah, Lucy, you can take 2.
Okay. How does Skye hunt?
Skye has various means of hunting at this point. It's just like, how do I want to do it tonight? No, I accidentally built her into like 3 or 4 different feeding types.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's one that I can actually help you with.
You have stealth?
I do.
Think we're gonna go Sandman route. Specialty. Help from Lucy. Okay. And I am willpowering.
Let's see. That's 5.
That's
Yeah, 5.
5.
All right.
Ruh-roh.
2 less. So you are gonna have a complication occur in this hunt.
What complication we talking about?
Raven, roll a d10 for me.
I hate you.
Don't be attacking another one of our touchdowns. Goddamn.
No.
4.
Wonderful.
Oh no, I don't like that look.
Skye, you do. How much blood are you taking?
2.
Take 2. And that leaves you on what, hunger 1?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any lingering injuries?
Yes, I do. I got 3
What do you got?
superficial.
I see. Skye. I'd like you to make me a wits awareness.
Can I add in my aspects?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm
Assist.
also gonna rouse for this. Okay.
Can I assist?
You may.
Okay, you get a +1.
Cool. So that's a +5 total. Thanks.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ooh.
7.
7. Alright, I need to roll a thing. Give me a moment. Where is that? There it is.
Oh, no.
Oh, fucking shit. Okay.
This is gonna be a bad time, but hey, at least you got that stuff from Vulcan.
Yep.
But she is gonna get a swing at you.
Just keep in mind, we also do need the Ensu.
Yes, no, we're not running the entire thing right now. Just the start.
Fuck you.
My girls. Why are my girls getting attacked?
So this is gonna be versus difficulty 1.
Why?
This is gonna
Why
hurt.
do you do this?
So, Skye and Lucius, you're kind of walking back to make yourself scarce. Skye, you see this for only a moment before it collides with your face.
Yeep.
It's a fist. And you're gonna take 3 superficial, because it's just a fist. You're just getting punched in the face.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, you had me worried there.
Yeah, no,
At least it wasn't a
good.
car.
No, it wasn't a car or anything else, it's just a fist. And as you look, you'll see a a woman in a rather nice suit shaking her hand as she walks up. You're not exactly who I was looking for, but you'll do.
Who the fuck are you?
And that's where we're gonna end the session for today!
Oh joy.
Well, there's a
This
couple of
bitch.
cliffhangers there. Yeah, there's
Oh,
This
Lucy, good
bitch.
thing you have silver knuckles.
there's
Oh, damn.
Luna, and then Primogen Twist wants to talk to me.
It's still suboptimal because I'm still 3 aggravated damage.
Rip.
Just hit her before she can hit you. It's fine.
I
Yeah.
just want to point out something, okay? We said we could we could roll that healing in the background. God damn it! I want to point that out.
Yeah, no, we will go ahead and do. Actually, was it 3? Because I remember you also rolled healing for that last session, right?
Did I forget to take one away?
Last session.
think you
also
might
the
have.
Same night too, though.
Yeah, so because I remember we did do the healing in the background during when Selena was basically grilling you guys over John.
Yeah.
Did I? Okay, if I forgot one, I can take one more
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you would take one more off.
And you don't have your brick wall to help in defending you right now.
Yeah.
I have flesh to
I'm
marble now.
like a retaining wall. Like I'm a smallish wall.
We have a wrecking ball and someone who's fast as fuck. That'll be fun.
Well,
We have a blender. Is what we've got.
well, here's hoping.
Yeah, I'm not like a bank wall like you. I am like a small retaining wall.
I'm a bank wall.
Maybe one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe I'm like one of those concrete dividers in the middle of the highway.
We got a
You
tiny
could step
wall
over me,
blender.
but
I don't know what Primogen Twist wants. If he saw that whole conversation, he's probably gonna be like,
So
What?
about that volley.
Listen, man, I'm mad at King. I'm mad at King right now. This man was talking about a cultist and only brought up the Cyclops.
What about the Malkavian? Cavian.
What, Malkavian?
I didn't hear that.
Is like, what about the Malkavian? What Malkavian?
Oh, he doesn't even know what I am. Okay, I guess that's fair. What
Yeah.
does he think I am? He saw me shoot shadows out of my ass. I mean,
Probably thinks you're La Sombra or something.
Probably. Yeah, and you were seen with Hikata, so could be
Yeah.
that too.
I
oh
mean,
God, he thinks so.
Oblivion Dominate. You know, that's 100% La Sombra behavior.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have dominate. That's the. I don't have any points of dominate.
No, you expect full into
My lowest-
Oblivion Auspex.
My
We
lowest stat
we currently have no stains to
Woo!
resolve. So
hope
we're
not.
gonna move into experience.
I'm looking.
Would
to
you
create
say
a
that my
touchstone.
desire was completed lethality?
What was your desire?
If you wanna open the page and look at it.
Oh, making me go and open your damn character sheet.
Yeah, you goddamn right.
Healing is intelligence plus resolve. Yeah.
Yes, you completed your desire. What was it?
Magic man.
Mending
was
their
that,
aggravators. Mending is their intelligence plus resolve. Yeah. No, not resolve. Discipline.
For Valorant.
Yes.
Uh,
I think it's intelligence.
bleep.
intelligence. You roll intelligence fortitude. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Am
attempted
I
to
able
check
to
with my
rouse?
daughter. She just didn't answer.
Am I able
Yes.
to rouse for this? Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Actually,
you,
yeah, you can. Technically,
You
can.
gonna double rouse rainbow across the sky.
Oh,
Does that
Lord.
mean that I completed my desire, Gavin? I attempted to check with my daughter, but she didn't answer.
Yes, you did try and check in.
I know I met mine.
This man double roused and passed both. Look at
I
that.
don't ever get hungry for this shit, bro.
Double roused across the sky.
Shut up.
No.
God. Hey, I will power that.
And this man double roused and it did not do nothing.
Vava, what is with your dice?
My dice fucking hate me, bruh. It's proven at this point.
You just got Derek diced, man. Hashtag Derek dice.
Nah, Derek Dice
That's a
was
little better.
was my double zeros.
Yeah, double zeros was Derek dice.
Coffee.
Oh, hey.
This man faced fire twice, lost both times.
Hmm.
So yeah, you would yeah. So it would have been two aggravated gone plus the one from your healing. So you should only have one aggravated left.
Alright, yeah, now you just gotta hit her before she hits you. Put those knuckles on.
The knuckles are on.
Alright, hit
Oh,
her
the
before
knuckles
she
are on,
hits
and
you.
as soon as I seen her get clocked, I would have popped potents. So,
We'll
just
deal with
solve
that
all
next
that
session.
next
though.
gets-
Yep.
She just gets
But then-
jacked. You see like steroids, like
I power up like freaking Roshi.
you have your magical girl transformation.
Look,
Now
Lucy is full.
we're gonna
anime
go ahead
girl.
and. Oh God! Oh, someone's drawing that now. But yes, but for
Taylor knows.
executing ons, you get 2 for showing up. You get 2 for you completing your desire if you
Hell
indeed
yeah.
do that this session.
Woo.
Believe so.
Then we have our 5 categories. Plot pusher, best scene, best line, the audience vote, and my MVP for the session. So, who pushed the plot?
I made contact with King. Although he
Clayton.
made contact with me more or less, but yes, made contact with him.
It would either be
Excellent.
Clayton or Ashton.
He
Yeah.
offered me free information. He didn't want anything except for me to succeed.
I'll give it to Clayton just simply because that was so very obviously a trap, and he just walked right into it,
Look,
or at least could have
Yeah.
been.
look. He has been looking for Wendigo actively for 5 years. Let's be real.
Although I mean, I'm getting hopefully getting the sheriff on board to take one of these motherfuckers out. I'd say that's a pretty big push.
I'll go Ashton.
Thank
So I
you.
got 2 Ashton and 2 Clayton.
I'm torn.
Your turn.
I'm torn between the two.
I really did
Mm.
pull a Sheldon Cooper on Maleus too. Was like, yeah, here, let me finish this for you.
I think I'm going to give it to Coffee because Clayton can't pass a single ability check to save his life, so he
Man,
You're right. His
He-
ability
There.
checks for anything but academics, 100% never wins.
damn.
Never.
But you give him something to research, resolve academics research. This man will fucking tell you everything you need to know about a topic that he's researched.
Got one audience, so
Yep, Skye, you get the audience vote.
That was
Clayton,
great.
you get the 2 XP for Plot Pusher.
Woo.
Who had the best scene today?
I mean, with King was pretty cool. I didn't die. I didn't provoke him into hitting me. So that's a plus.
That
kind
is
of
a
like the
plot.
scene with John.
Oh, my boy. Take care of my boy.
Am I hearing 1 for Clayton, 1 for Lucy?
Take care of my boy.
Damn. Sorry, I had a cat shove their elbow into my fucking toe.
I want to give that to Judge.
I'll give it to Judge. That scene with the sire.
2 for Judge, 1 for Clayton, 1 for Lucy.
Oh God.
Poor man got broken by his own sire.
Kahanga
She's
Yeah,
so
learning
cute.
learning
way.
about
Kahonka Donkaroos.
She does have
I'm
a
mostly saying Judge because I am curious about the lineage of that bloodline
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. Judge's sire has the plot pushers.
Ha ha ha! Hits.
Oh god.
I'm super curious about that bloodline.
So who hasn't voted? I would assume that would
It's
be.
it's just Volvo.
Yeah, Volvo hasn't voted yet. Gib.
So
I
you
could
can
try
either
to
tie it up with someone else, or you can take it for yourself.
Maybe.
I could be a greedy son of a bitch.
I think you
Mm,
should. I think you should be a
Pretty
greedy
good
son
full
of a bitch.
shenanigans.
I'm close to something. I need to be a greedy son of a bitch right now.
All right, Judge, you're gonna get the best scene. Who had the best line this evening?
On that, we can agree. With Clayton and the King agreeing on something, being enemies as they are. They both agree that the Bali is the bigger threat right now.
Because that's just the truth.
It's just the truth.
I'm gonna throw mine in there for. I got a gift for you.
Oh.
To Lucy.
Well, there's not a lot of standouts for me this session. I gotta think.
Not a whole lot of funny or very poignant, but you know, just
No, because this is a
plot-
pretty
plot
serious,
sort of
like kind of
lines.
like session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you have wings too? Yep.
Wait, you have wings too was pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Judge on that one. That did kind of crack me a little bit.
2 for Judge.
So I think that maybe like outside of
want
you,
the
because
big
if I could give you best line, Leith, you had the funnies this game.
Oh, and what line do you think of mine that was funny?
Jesus Christ, what was it that fucker said? It was either out of Vulcan or it was out of I mean King was kind of funny. King had some funny ones in there.
He's not a funny man. He's
not a funny man, but he's a just look the
he's
bluntness.
morose.
The way this man was just blunt about everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll give it to Judge though.
Match 3 for Judge. Sorry, 2 for Judge right now. 2 for Judge, 1 for Clayton.
1 for Skye.
1 for Skye.
1 for Skye.
Has one.
The only one that's left is you, Lucy.
No, let Judge have it.
Judge, you get the 2 XP for the best line.
Oh god, yeah.
Because I thought it was funny watching him try to keep a straight face while his sire started taking her shirt off. So
Yeah.
Honestly, my MVP for this session also has to go to Judge because that was just really funny. He wants her so badly.
He wants her so bad.
This is man. Listen, all right.
Look, in character and out of character, you're flirting with this NPC, okay? Just do it already.
Hey, bro. Listen, all right. Business before pleasure. I'm trying to keep that in mind, but goddamn, it's hard.
Brother, what business do you even
Now-
have
now,
with this
coffee,
woman? All you
coffee.
doing is flirting with her.
Listen, all right.
You can't rush perfection, Coffee.
Goddamn right, all right. My plan, I got plans, all right. Gotta wine and dine first, all right. Can't just like jump right into it, you know.
Lethality.
I mean, you could.
You know what to do.
fucking mean. I don't like that. I don't like that.
You know what to do with people's favorite NPCs.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare, you son of a bitch.
Oh, he's already thought about it.
I'm not the storyteller in this game. I'm the player.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you show your evil bastardness.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't have to tell him shit. He already plans the stuff out to throw at us. Otherwise,
No, I called that
Lucian-
little fucker out twice tonight for the shit that I know he was trying to pull and had up his sleeve.
Mhm. Yep.
Monsters, a lot of ye.
Look, he lured me into a conversation by making some kind of illusion of Wendigo. To be fair, that means that King knows that Clayton is looking for Wendigo.
He put your 2 injured heavies up against the fucking abomination. And that fight's just starting.
King didn't do that.
No, I'm talking about lethality.
Oh yeah, they tell me, yeah.
He is kind of a bastard like that.
Yeah, lots of cool scenes today.
Mm.
Lots of
I concur.
Mhm.
Also,
yeah.
with the points that I have accumulated unexpectedly, it pushed me to get the thing, lethality. The glorious, glorious thing.
You gonna state it for the record and for the rest of your
Yeah,
the
tell
rest
the
of your
rest of the
coder?
class.
Yes. All right. My brain blanked on the fucking name. I got so excited.
It just dumped out of his brain.
Fuck. I've been building up to it. Fuck. It. Hold on.
Leaving us hanging, bro.
Hold on.
Right?
All right. It's on tip of my tongue. All specs 5.
Mmm.
What are you taking? Possession?
Possession would be fucking thematic, but no. It is. Where the fuck are you?
Clairvoyant? What is it?
Is
Clairvoyant?
it unburdening the bestial soul?
Yes. That.
Yeah.
Unburdening the beast of your soul.
Oh,
Yeah.
What does that
Yeah.
do?
remove stains.
Among
Remove
other things.
stains, and it
the
helps
cost
people
of a
regain
stain.
humanity.
Oh. Lucy could
Oh,
use some help.
Okay.
Listen, okay, I was building up to like take this for fucking ever, okay, and Lucy's humanity drop just like solidifies this, and that like
Clayton
wanna
is
give
looking to
Lucy a
gain a
fucking-
touchdown, so he's on the path for that.
Well,
Mhm.
Skye just hit Celerity 4, so unerring aim.
Woo!
Hey,
Hello there.
Yeah.
You're gonna need that.
So that's all the XP stuff done. If there's any other expenditures, we'll do it with them offline, and that'll be all for us from the River City. But stay tuned for next week, where I'm a run the ones with the 2 heavies. Clayton
prim-
has a conversation.
With a primitive.
Ashton has some things to learn. And Judge is gonna train with the woman that he sims for. That's all for us here from the River City. Say goodnight, everyone.
Not.
good night.
No.
Wait, is Judge in the cuck chair next?